Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's a fancy cigarette.
Yes.
Fancy cigarette. Yes.
Aaron's a tobaccoaholic now.
I grow and roll my own tobacco now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we have this bumper that Aaron's been standing on for a lifetime.
Slaving.
Yeah, as you saw, we primed it, and it's feeling real smooth.
Until you get to certain areas, and then it doesn't feel very smooth because I was using my hand. But now, I have blocks.
Drill.
Yeah, Aaron's been standing down on this. I've been kind of working on the Tercel a little bit, just kind of getting it ready to get out of here, because we're gonna have to move these cars in order to paint this, because we need the room. So Casey's been over here working on the 620. I've been like getting this kind of situated so we can at least move it. Casey has the 620 like fucking practically completely torn apart.
It's not even that torn apart. It's just intake and exhaust.
Yep.
God.
Intake, exhaust, carb.
Just half of the engine.
Yeah, it's just the whole, this half. This right here, I've been just steady cracking away at the top of this thing. Basically, the car is so dirty and covered in just like years of dirt and grime and us doing burnouts in here, and there's like rubber all over it. So basically, I had to clean the roof like 5 times, and then there was so much dirt and stuff in the primer that I had this scuff pad, and I've just been going over the whole roof, making sure everything feels smooth and not like gritty at all. And then I've been getting in here, because this is one of the main things that you got to worry about when you paint a car, is you got to make sure that you get into all these little nooks and crannies. Like, this is where if you skimp on sanding and scuffing these areas, the paint will start chipping up. If it doesn't react instantly when you paint it, it'll start chipping up, and over time it'll work its way out to the body, and then you're gonna have chips in your body. It's not a good look. It's not worth all of the work to have that happen. Ask me how I know. So basically, I've been going through the whole car. The roof is almost done. Then I'm gonna start working on this side, and then just kind of working around trying to make sure every last bit of the surface areas of this car are scuffed, so the paint has a good area to bond to. So yeah, we're just gonna keep grinding out at it. He's got the brake clean. The good shit. Hell yeah, that's working.
It's pretty fucking smooth. Greasy bitch. It's not really that bad down here though.
You're gonna have to use a whole can on just the intake manifold too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. It's all from that valve cover. Did you get new plugs too, or wires too?
I think so. I think I ordered those. I can't remember.
Hell yeah, brother.
I haven't opened the box yet.
Open her up soon. We're definitely gonna save all these boxes so we can ship parts. Oh yeah, you guys know we're moving, so we're shipping. We're gonna sell a bunch of fucking parts. So if you need 280Z parts, hit us up. Comment below.
That's true.
And we will get in touch with you guys. Don't you have some like clean door panels?
Yeah, I have some clean door panels for 77, 78 in black. They look pretty nice actually. Can't use them for my car because they're different. They're always different. What's the magnet? Nice.
Hell yeah, if you're out there. Nice. Wires.
Probably a thermostat. Yep. Thermostat. That's it?
Gasket's right there.
Like,
Folds the gasket in half and is
raised.
Hysteria. Now, Casey bought some paint.
Yeah.
He got this engine block black, the go-to, and then he got this interesting dark gunmetal that we've never used. So it'll probably look pretty cool. This thing's got to be completely cleaned. That'll be painted in the gunmetal. Drop some knowledge on us.
Well, the thing that I'm finding out is you really just have to sand until it starts gliding. And once it starts gliding, you know that it's like gonna be super smooth.
Because he didn't use guide coat.
Cause yeah, you know, I'm not that bright.
Aaron!
Yeah. So I've gone kind of low in a few areas, but I think it's fine.
Yep.
It's gonna be nice and smooth. For how fucking shitty these bumpers were for hitting them with 80 grit, the fact that they even have gotten this smooth is kind of surprising me.
No bumpers for these Civics are good, like ever.
No,
they're usually really kind of warped and fucked up and cracked and shit. Like this,
Like-
both his bumpers, we had like plastic weld them back together.
Yeah, like that Cubon shit, that stuff was really cool. But it's just fucking sandy.
Yep. All right, Casey's been over here.
Oh,
He's
I got it dirty.
oh no, he's wire wheeling the intake manifold to get it ready to go in. Oh yeah, we gotta weld up all those holes. I just remembered.
Gotta weld up the holes, and I gotta make a plate for this.
That's looking real nice.
Yeah.
Real nice. Aaron's almost done with this bumper.
Almost. I got the edges done. I just have to get like this little edging around this little lip here, inside part of there, inside part of there. And then there's a little bit underneath here that I have to touch up on, and then it should be done.
Nice.
And it's onto that fucking monstrosity of the other one.
Yeah, we got the rear bumper to do too. I know it's getting cold and we gotta get this shit into gear.
We gotta get it painted. Probably within the next 3 weeks.
Yep. So we gotta fucking bust ass.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been working on this. I got the entire quarter panel sanded down, cleaned up, scuffed down. I scuffed in there. It took me forever. All the way through here, underneath of the hatch, in the little nooks and crannies, all there. I did the door jambs, scuffed those down, cleaned it down, cleaned all the dirt from the door. That's something you got to be absolutely mindful of when you paint cars, is making sure there's no loose dirt in any places like door jambs or the gas door filler holes or underneath of the tire or underneath of the arch, because when you're painting, because of the air moving through the paint gun, it can blow the dust and the dirt out, and then it'll land on your paint and absolutely ruin your time. So just going through and making sure there's no giant particulates, anything big and loose, any dirt that's gonna come out, and we're gonna have to do it again after we sand everything, obviously. All right, I got the door jamb, the roof, the quarter panel, all of that's done. I took off the fender because, as you can see, there's dirt and grime and dust and all kinds of stuff that we should have dealt with in the past that we just didn't, that I need to take care of before we can actually paint the car. So I'm gonna work on cleaning this up. I got the fender over here. I'm gonna sand that down and do the whole scuffing it thing. But I'm gonna work on cleaning this up because we're gonna put plastic over the bay and then put the fender on top of it. Aaron over there is working on the rear bumper, and Casey's making an EGR block-off plate for the 620. So that's kind of what we're doing. All right, so the fender's all done, but before I put the fender back on, I thought that this would be a good opportunity to paint this white, so if the fender shows any of it, it doesn't look red. So we have this amazing rust stop wheelbarrow Ace hardware paint. This stuff, literally, I sprayed a skateboard with it and skated it for weeks, doing board slides, tail slides, and it wouldn't even come off. Like, that's how crazy this stuff is.
Like you can do that.
Yeah,
Dude,
he's acting like he's good at skateboarding.
I used to be. Anyway, I'm going to paint this white, and I'm going to paint the inside of this white, and then I'm going to undercoat this whole thing before we put the fender on. It's just one thing we don't have to do later. What?
Why's it gotta be white?
All right, so I have it all cleaned up and painted. This is painted with the wheelbarrow paint. The whole inside of the jam is painted, so you shouldn't be able to see any red in there when the door is open. And then all of this is undercoated with rubberized undercoating, and it looks pretty nice, actually. Aaron has finished finally sanding all the bumpers and stuff in the front panel. He's working on the fuel door, and basically we're gonna take that other fender off, do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then we're gonna start blasting the other side. And I guess the goal today would be to get the whole car sanded and scuffed down. So the next part of this saga, we'll just start taping everything off and actually prepping for actually painting it. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah!
What you doing, buddy?
Slathering some RTV. I'm running out. It's too much.
He's slathered.
It's gonna look nice in a second. It looks like shit, I know.
No, it looks totally fine. That's extremely like OEM.
Dude, hold up.
There.
Just hold up.
I'm holding.
Oh. Good thing I just fucking ran out. God damn.
And he's smearing. We do the smear technique here because it doesn't really need RTV, but also, you know, 70s engine and old, there's no way that it's going to be flat on both sides completely. So just as an extra level of insurance, he's putting the RTV on
Insurance is open. Oh, shit.
It's glued down, folks.
It is. It flattened it out.
Take that.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro. The fuck?
Thought you had it.
You didn't even fucking check. You got it? Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay.
I like how we just been peppering 620 stuff into the paint saga.
Well, I'm kind of just running into the issue with this.
Damn it!
He's foiled by the tight space of the steering box. Sup.
Wet sanding this thing so we can respray it. Cause we fucked up the first time.
We didn't fuck up. We just didn't put a lot of clear on it.
Yeah,
And we
and-
want it to be as shiny as the rest of the car.
Yeah. So we're just gonna sand it down and repaint it with the rest too, so we can match the pearl and everything like that with it.
Yep.
All that good stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, just gonna do that right quick. Get that ready. Got some extra sawhorses so we can mount, like, get everything up and in a decent painting position.
Yep.
Hopefully, get these things moved here in a few. And
Yeah.
get that thing up on some stamps.
Yep. Yeah, I just got the Tercel together and it runs, so we're gonna pull the 442 out, and the Tercel's gonna sit outside for a couple weeks while we move this and get this area ready for painting. Check this out.
Watch it.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, what the fuck? I hate this ratchet.
All of our tools suck. They're all broken because we've used them to fucking break bolts and shit. This is heavily deteriorated. The Tercel has a cracked firewall.
She fire right up though.
I love this car.
CD on the beat, boy.
That way a little bit.
Yep.
Fucking shoes get any traction.
There. Yeah, and straighten them out. There you go. Sick. All right, so Casey got this all together. It was a pain in the ass because what we were dealing with earlier, when none of these bolts were lining up because the intake manifold seemed to be shifted, what Casey found out was one of the bolts that sandwiches the intake and the exhaust manifold together was too long, so it had bottomed out, and caused it to the intake manifold to kind of sit like this. So he ended up remedying that issue, and yeah, it's all together, and it looks real nice in there. Now he's got to do the carb and all the other stuff. Aaron has been sanding on this hood. This hood is all done. We've been cleaning the floor and just getting it nice in here. We moved the Civic forward. It's going to be moved back a little bit and then put up on jack stands in a second. But before we do that, we're going to soap and water the floor and just try to clean and squeegee all the dirt out and just try to get it as clean as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy seeing the car out of its like hole that it's been in for years.
Cubby hole.
And it's like so clean compared to what it was. Everything's sanded off, everything's ready to go. It's pretty exciting. Yeah! He's excited.
We're running out of bolts.
Oh no!
They're gone.
Beat Boys.
As you've seen in that wonderful B-roll, the car is jacked up, the floor is cleaned, everything's prepared.
Hood.
Yes.
Fendies.
Yes.
Now, what did my smart ass do with the tape?
I think it might be on the bench.
Oh, it's over here, yeah.
So anyway, we got this thing all wrapped up. Floor, it's jacked up. Now what we're gonna do is start taping off everything. Casey over here is putting the carb on.
Struggling.
Huh? Struggling, but he's doing it.
Carby boy.
Yeah, it looks fucking good.
Is it
looks
really?
really good on camera.
Ow. It's hard to put the nuts on here.
Yeah, that back one is the hardest one too.
Got it stuck in there.
Alright, that concludes it for today. We got the whole car basically besides the back and the bottom mast off, and we have it covered temporarily just to keep dust off and stuff. But we're going to come back out here tomorrow and we're going to finish up all the taping and possibly paint the thing tomorrow.
Maybe.
Just depending on how it goes.
Depending on how we're feeling.
Yeah, but it's pretty much there. Floors have been scrubbed. They don't look like it, but they're cleaner than they were.
I don't think there's any getting these things like actually clean unless you cleared everything out and pressure washed the fuck out of them.
We're just going to wet the floor down
Yeah.
real nice, and then that'll be it.
Keep
That'll
a
be
bucket
it.
full of water, and anytime it dries up, we'll just dump more on it.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, it's taped off. Got all this stuff ready. Everything's ready to go. And then Casey over here, he got the carb and the throttle, or the throttle cable, the choke, and all that stuff on there. So yeah, it looks good. No EGR anything anymore. No air pump. None of that stuff.
Get it gone.
Yep.
It's gone.
I got new wires.
New wires. Hell yeah. Now we just got to do valve cover and then paint up and clean up little things and then clean the bay, and boom, it'll be like a brand new truck in here.
Yeah.
Fucking purple power the shit out of the fucking engine bay.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah.
And just blast it with a pressure washer and call it a day.
Yup. All right, well, we're going to get back out here tomorrow, and we'll see you then.